So Xiaomi has launched yet another phone with a 108 megapixel camera in the market. Yes, I'm talking about the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max. Now, this is the most affordable phone right now with a Samsung HM2 sensor, which is a 108 megapixel sensor. And it is the same sensor that's also found inside the Mi 10i, which is why I decided to compare the two and added the Realme X7 to the mix just to make things slightly more interesting. Now in this video, we're going to try to find out if Xiaomi has made any compromises to the camera performance just because this is priced so low. And for all intents and purposes, you can consider this the camera review of the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max. My name is Arshad, you're watching My Smart Price, and let this camera battle begin. But before we move on, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever My Smart Price puts out an awesome new tech video. Now let's jump right in. When you compare the 12MP pixel bin samples from the 108MP HM2 sensors and the 16MP capture from the 64MP Samsung sensor on the Realme X7, you won't notice any difference in details unless you pixel peep hard. Also, when I pixel peeped, I had to look very closely to analyze the differences. So what I noticed is that both the Realme and Xiaomi algorithms tend to oversharpen slightly, but Realme's oversharpening algorithm looks pretty unnatural. Take a look at the 100% crop of the manicured bushes. Also, in many areas of the picture, including the corners, the Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max are ever so slightly sharper. Now, what I don't like about the proper 64MP shots from the Realme X7 is they are overly processed. I don't know why Realme went with this look. Honestly, the 108 megapixel samples from the Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max are better, and those are not even the best full res captures you can get from the phones either. Anyway, between the two Xiaomi phones, I really cannot tell the difference, which gives the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max an advantage because it is more affordable. The more I shot with the Realme X7, the more I realized it was a far cry from the excellent color science adopted by the Realme 7 Pro. The Realme X7 regularly tends to choose brighter exposures. Take a look at the image of this flower. The gradients are so beautifully rendered on the Xiaomi phones. In the second picture, the red color of the book is blown out again on the Realme X7. Both the Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max look equally good and offer very similar color science as well. The final image reaffirms the same problem once again. In fact, here I quickly checked the ISO readings, and the X7 goes for a very high ISO of 1162, which is totally unnecessary. Obviously, the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max and the Mi 10i choose more lower ISOs than that and are better at color science. However, the Realme X7 does better HDR processing if you ask me. When you have a highly contrasting play of light and shadow, Xiaomi tends to underexpose the shadows and hence create dark spots. This contrasty look is preferred by some, but you sometimes end up with average looking photos. Overall, the Realme X7 wins this round of testing. The Redmi Note 10 Pro Max and the Mi 10i both come in joint second. All the three phones offer an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera as the secondary option. Honestly, they just about pass the muster. That said, I prefer the Realme X7's color reproduction, which is more true to source compared to the red bias in the Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max's sample. In fact, when you look at the color science consistency between the primary and the ultra wide, the Realme X7 does a better job. Now, just by looking at the specs, you can tell that the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max will offer better macro results. You get a default 2x telephoto macro that offers a much closer crop, and the images look absolutely crisp. You can get much closer to the subject thanks to the closer focal length, plus you get a higher resolution 5 megapixel capture as well. And between the Mi 10i and the Realme X7's cameras, I can't really pick a winner. Both are equally bad with their 2 megapixel macro shots. As for the portraits, the Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max end up outputting near identical images. Anyway, let's break down the comparison talking points into 4 parts. Now, when it comes to semantic segmentation, the Xiaomi algorithm has become excellent over the years. It does a fantastic job of defining the edges correctly, especially when you look at the left part of my beard. Both the Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max do a better job compared to the Realme X7. Although the for-depth rendering is good on all the three phones, very believable and natural looking. However, the facial tones are definitely better on the Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max. They are more true to my facial tones. Realme has added a tinge of orange. As for the details on the face, I like the Realme X7's more natural facial textures. The Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max do look very crisp, but are definitely slightly over-sharpened. All in all, the Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max emerge winners here. And I wasn't really surprised with that, considering Xiaomi has been acing portraits for a while now. All the three phones come with the same 16 megapixel selfie camera with a 1 micron pixel size sensor. At one point of time, Realme phones would easily be adjudged the best selfie phone in the under 20k category. Seems like the company has lost its way with the algorithm. While it doesn't look bad or anything, the Mi 10i offers accurate facial tones. The Redmi phones have always had a very slight yellow bias in selfies, and that continues with the Note 10 Pro Max. But when you look at the close crop, you realize these are not very detailed selfies by all the three phones. I have a feeling that ever since hole punches started becoming a trend, the quality of selfie cameras has started dropping. The Realme X7 has another problem. When it does HDR processing when shooting selfies against the light, it tends to over sharpen a lot. Plus, there's a lot of lens flare that I notice consistently. The Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max do a better job. If you ask me to pick one, I'd pick none, to be honest. These are not really the best selfie cameras in the market right now. Although if left with no other choice, I'd pick one of the Xiaomi phones to capture selfies. At least the dynamic range performance is better. The conclusion is actually similar for selfie portraits as well. The edge detection is the best on the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max, followed by the Mi 10i and finally by the Realme X7. Plus the facial tones are better too. Tell me in the comment section if you feel differently. Having said that, Realme fights back with gumption in the low light selfie test. It is better with and without night mode thanks to the brighter exposure and crisper details. I'm not really a fan of the blown out facial tones though. My favorite picture is a natural looking non-night mode version of the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max selfie. The Mi 10i is the worst of the three here, by the way. Thankfully, the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max is slightly better at selfies compared to the Mi 10i. Moving on to the low light shots, let me put it out there. The 108 megapixel cameras offer better low light sensitivity by default compared to the Realme X7's 64 megapixel camera, as you can see in the first set of shots without night mode. But with night mode on, Realme does a good job of fixing the image with better image stacking, thankfully. Now both the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max and the Mi 10i offer better, brighter exposures in the darker areas of the image. However, the X7 offers slightly sharper textures. But what I did like about the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max's picture is that it doesn't overprocess the colors in night mode, and the night sky looks very close to what my eyes saw. In the second sample, which is a night mode shot of a dimly lit scene, you realize that the faster aperture of f/1.8 on the Mi 10i ensures that you get a brighter shot here, and the Mi 10i manages it at a lower ISO as well. Plus the details are slightly crisp and clean with better noise control as well. You can see the difference in the bookshelf where the X7 exhibits a lot of noise and soft details. By the way, you can also shoot low light shots using the ultra wide on the Mi 10i and the Realme X7. You cannot do that on the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max, unfortunately. Overall, the Mi 10i is the best camera for low light shots, followed by the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max and the Realme X7. Moving on to video recording from the three phones. To start with, all the three phones can record at 4K 30 FPS, but only the Realme X7 offers image stabilization. However, when it comes to the color accuracy, detail of the footage, or the dynamic range performance, the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max is better, followed by the Mi 10i. As for the sound, human voices sound fuller on the Realme X7, but the noise cancellation is more aggressive on the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max and the Mi 10i, which makes my voice sound thinner. Alright, so now I'm shooting a 4K 30 FPS video using the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max and the Mi 10i. Do let me know in the comment section below what you thought about the sound recording, image stabilization, the colors, and of course, now when I'm looking directly into the sun, the dynamic range as well. If you want to shoot 1080p 60 FPS videos, then the Realme X7 is the way to go because it offers electronic image stabilization with a massive crop factor. Apart from that, the footage on all the three phones look pretty similar, with the dynamic range performance being better on the Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max. But if you are shooting in 1080p 30 FPS, then you get EIS on all the three phones. And in that scenario, the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max offers the best looking footage of the three with more accurate colors. And of course, the dynamic range is better too. All the three phones can shoot only up to 1080p 30 FPS selfie videos. The Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max offer stabilization as well. The Realme X7 is definitely the phone to go for if you want to shoot 4K or 1080p 60 FPS videos. But if you want to shoot 1080p 30 FPS videos using the front and the rear cameras, the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max and the Mi 10i are better bets. Interestingly, the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max improves upon the Mi 10i's focusing speeds. It is super responsive, and this is what I noticed in daily usage as well. The Redmi Note 10 Pro Max was faster to lock in focus and offers better focused images. This is followed by the Mi 10i and the Realme X7. Good job, Redmi. Now, if you've come this far, consider hitting that like button and maybe even commenting below so that the YouTube algorithm can push this video to more people who are willing to watch such camera comparison videos. Now, to break down my final verdict, let's just do it in points. Now, when you're looking at the primary high-resolution camera performance, the Mi 10i and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max offer crisp details and better color reproduction, but the Realme X7 definitely offers better dynamic range. Now, for low-light photography, the Mi 10i is the best phone, followed closely by the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max and finally the Realme X7. Now, when it comes to the ultra-wide-angle camera, the Realme X7 offers better color reproduction and a better color science consistency between the primary camera and the ultra-wide-angle camera as well. So I'll go with the Realme X7 as my pick for the best ultra-wide-angle camera between the three. Macros and portrait shots are evidently the best on the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max, followed by the Mi 10i and the Realme X7. Daylight selfies, according to me, are the best on the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max, followed by the Mi 10i and then the Realme X7. But if you're shooting low light selfies, the Realme X7 definitely offers you a brighter exposure. Now, when it comes to video recording, I thought that the Realme X7 definitely has an advantage with the electronic image stabilization available in 4K 30 FPS and 1080p 60 FPS video recording modes. But when it comes to 1080p 30 FPS video recording using the front and the rear camera, I'd pick one of the two Xiaomi phones. Now, when you look at such a complex breakdown, how do you pick out one phone as the winner? That's when I had to bring the price into the equation. And when you look at the price to performance ratio, when it comes to camera performance, then the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max definitely comes out on top. The Mi 10i definitely offers you slightly better pictures in low light, but do you have to spend so much more to actually get slightly better camera performance? I think not. And when it comes to the Realme X7, I'm slightly disappointed with the camera performance because I did review the Realme 7 Pro, which had a fantastic algorithm and a great camera performance as well, with very natural true to source colors as well. Now that could have something to do with the fact that that phone comes with a Snapdragon processor and this one comes with a MediaTek processor. Basically the ISPs are different. So you guys let me know in the comment section below. So what did you guys think of this camera comparison? Did you guys like it? Well, until next time, this is Aishar from My Smart Price signing off. Goodbye and Godspeed, my friends.